Very good evening. Welcome to all of you to yours Unacademy NEET English channel. So kids, do let me know. Everyone, can you hear me? Am I perfectly audible and visible to all of you? So today we are going to start with really very awesome chapter, the basic chapter, and definitely I am going to start with the basics. But before that, do let me know in the chat section, am I audible and visible to all of you? Let me check it out that visibility is there. Am I perfectly audible and visible to all of you? Do let me know, kids. I think I'm not live. Let me check it out. Am I live or not? Everyone, do let me know, am I live or not? In the chat section, I want to see the green signal from the chat section. If I am audible and visible to all of you, show me the thumbs up. Do let me know, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? So that I can start the session. Everyone, I want to see the Josh in the chat session. Okay, chat, in the chat. I want to see. Yeah. So I've got the signal that you can hear me. Yeah. I got it. I think I'm visible, audible. So my dear students, this chapter is really awesome. IUPAC. So I'm going to let you know from the very basics. I will let you know each and everything from the very basic. My dear students, if we talk about the IUPAC, in the IUPAC, the most toughest thing is the sequence order. If I talk about the priority order of the functional group, that priority order, definitely most of the students, they are not able to learn that priority order. So I'm here, your HSP is over here. If you think organic chemistry padikkaradu customer, some people used to say that it's really tough. It's not tough. It's Romba Sulva, means it's really easy. So I'm going to tell you each and everything. So once again, I'm welcome you, each and every one of you. I'm saying namaskaram, vanakkam, welcome, vanakkam, namaste. Okay, so let's start. I think everyone is ready. Let me give you a very brief introduction of myself. Haren Singh Parihar, you can call me HSP, Baba HSP. Most of the students, they used to say Baba HSP. So I did MTech in 2004 and I was MSc topper in 1999. After MSc, I did JRF, then GATE, and after GATE, I did MTech, 2 postgraduate degrees, and I have been teaching kids. I have been teaching for last 23 years. Number of ranks produced: Mehak Arora 2018 AIR 3, then 2019. You remember? Yes, Chaitanya Mittal. At that time, AIMS was having separate examination, 4th rank, and after that, Suez Arora, Mehak's younger brother, 5th rank, 715 marks, and 2022 Tanishka Yadav. Yes, 715 marks, 1st rank. HSP Baba, okay, I can see. I did MTech from HBTI Kanpur. So let's start with the IUPAC. Everyone, how's the Josh? Do let me know in the chat section, how's the Josh? I want to see the fire in the chat section. Yes, chat section, I want to see the fire. Just it's yours channel only. It's yours channel, kids. So, how is the Josh? Do let me know how is the Josh. So, let's start with the IUPAC, kids. So, let's start with IUPAC, basics of IUPAC, and if I talk about the basics, we are going to deal with functional orders, priority order. So we are going to deal with IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. And in IUPAC, if I talk about IUPAC, the most important thing is, priority order. Priority order of what? Priority order of functional groups. Priority order of functional groups. This is the most important thing, because if we don't know the priority order of functional group, we can't do in IUPAC. If we are not able to solve even a single question, yeah, I can see the Josh is really very high. Yes, yes. So, I'm going to give you the trick. I'm going to give you the trick for priority order of this. So, super awesome trick I'm going to give you, but you have to make one promise. Wherever you are present, whatever I'm saying for the trick of functional groups priority order, you have to repeat with me. Just make one promise. I want from your side. Just make one promise. Whatever I am saying for the priority order functional group, you are going to repeat with me. Will you? Will you? Okay. So, let me start. First one is carboxylic acid. COOH. Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Second one is sulfonic acid. SO3H. Sulfonic acid. Then it is anhydride. Anhydride. I will give you the trick also. Anhydride. Then it is ester. C double bond O. O. Ester. Ester has fruity smell. This ester is with fruity smell. Fruity smell. So first of all, we have to learn these four functional groups. If they are clear in our brain, we can do anything. Now see how to learn it. See to it. Everyone see to it. There is one car, then Salman, then anhydride. So let's focus on ride of car, and then there is fruity smell, means garden of fruits. So kids, everyone has to sing this song. Now see, there is one car, and inside the car there is Salman. You know Salman? And the car is moving towards the garden of fruity smell. Fruity smell, you know, asters, they have fruity smell. Now see, car is moving along with Salman. Everyone say along with me. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride. Anhydride towards the garden of fruity smell. Car is moving along with Salman. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride. Anhydride towards the garden of fruity smell. Have you crammed it? Is it working? Do let me know. Sir, say hi. Jahanu Kili. Yeah. First, let me know, is it working? Because well begun is half done. And this is the priority order functional group. If you don't know, if you don't remember, categorically, let me tell you one thing very clearly, kids. If you don't know the priority order functional group, you won't be able to do anything. Yes. Wow, Ravinath ji, you are like Amitabh Bachchan. No, thank you, thank you. From the internal core of my heart, I would like to say thanks. Now everyone say along with me, because no one in this world is going to let you know this trick. This is the best awesome trick only available on this channel, that's your Unacademy NEET English channel, and this is how I am going to teach in Avengers batch. You know Avengers batch, you have to know, you should know, you must know what is Avengers batch, and this is how I am going to teach in Avengers batch. Now see, yeah, it's working. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride and hide, right? Suppose there is Santa Claus. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride and hide, right? Let us say how the Santa Claus is going to say. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride and hide, right, towards the garden of fruity smell. So 4 functional groups we have killed it, done and dusted. These 4 functional groups are done and dusted. Is it? Yeah, very good. Yeah, great. Now let me move towards fifth one. I can do one more thing. See, I can do one more thing. Let me make it small, shift it over here, then I'm going to tell you more. Fifth one, see to it, fifth one. Everyone, fifth one. COX, this is known as acid halide. This is known as acid halide. And sixth one is carboxamide. Carboxamide. Now, car is moving along with Salman for a better ride and hide, right, towards the Astor fruity smell garden. Acid halide, carboxamide, acid halide, carboxamide. So 6 we have completed. After completing these 6, let me move towards 7th. See to it, everyone. 7th one is cyanide. So let me say cyano, then isocyanide, aldehyde, then ketone. So what I am going to say for these 4, see what's the numbering? Its numbering is like 6. This is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Cyanoaldehyde ketone. Everyone say cyanoaldehyde ketone. Tone of ketone. Tone. Cyanoaldehyde ketone. Everyone say cyanoaldehyde ketone. Cyanoaldehyde ketone. Hey everyone, car is moving along with Salman for a better ride and hide, right, towards the garden of fruity smell Astor. Acid halide, carboxamide. Let us suppose somebody is doing boxing. Cyanoaldehyde ketone. Cyanoaldehyde ketone. Now, 11th is having alcohol, drinking alcohol. While drinking alcohol, मर गया कैप्टन, means captain God died. मर गया captain, मर capto. Drinking alcohol, मर गया capto. Amin. World has become unsaturated. In this way, we have completed priority order. Now everyone, once if you know the priority order of functional groups, you can do anything. Let's do the last time revision, then we are going to do each and everything. Car is moving along with Salman for a better ride anhydride towards the garden of fruity smell, acid halide, carboxamide, cyanoisocyanoaldehyde ketone, drinking alcohol, मर गया कैप्टो, amine, world has become unsaturated. Now let's deal with the questions. See to it how to do the questions, kids. Rule number one, principal chain selection rule. Do remember, this is the most important rule, kids. Super awesome rule. Select the longest possible continuous chain of carbon atoms as long as possible, but do remember one thing, as long as possible, containing senior most functional group. How will you find out senior most functional group? Right now I have told you the priority order. The one which is lying above means 1, 2, 3. It's decreasing order of decreasing priority order. The one at the top means, suppose if I am saying the compound is having aldehyde as well as carboxylic acid, so who is going to be your secondary suffix? Carboxylic acid. Suppose if compound is having alcohol as well as aldehyde, so who is going to be your secondary suffix? Aldehyde. The one who is more senior, more priority order is going to be the senior most. So containing senior most functional group if present, if it is absent, then you can't count it. So if present, along with maximum number of multiple bonds, kids, this is the first rule. This is really awesome. You won't be able to get, wow, some people are really so creative. I can see your creativity. This Ashwath, he has written or she has written, car is moving along with Salman for a better ride. Anhydrides towards a garden of fruity smell, acid halide, carboxamide, cyanoisocyanoaldehyde ketone, drinking alcohol, mercapto, amine unsaturated. Really good, really awesome. See, these are known as really super awesome students. These are the real disciples. Real disciples means really you are going to get maximum marks. Now see everyone, how to apply it. This is principal chain selection rule, rule number 1. This is the main rule. This principle is not, this principle you can say principle, main principle, okay, principle, first, main. Really this rule is really going to be super awesome. Now see everyone, let me explain it. Suppose if I am writing compound like COOH, CH2, right now I am not going to write down the IUPAC name. Let me explain first how to select the principal chain. If you are not able to select the principal chain, you will never be able to write down the IUPAC name correctly. Now see everyone, so if I am going to write compound like over here, if I write OH and if I say CH2, suppose if I am writing CH double bond CH CH3 and if I am writing CH2, 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 CH3. Now if I'm asking, kids, if I'm asking this compound is having how many carbons in the parent chain? Could you please let me give you options? Let me give you options. Number of carbons in the parent chain, that is PC. This is your question, and I'm going to give you option A, B, C, D. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first option is 10, second is 7, third is 8, and there is 6. So what's your answer? Kids, do let me know. In this compound, the parent chain is having how many carbons? Let me check it out. How many of you are going to give the correct answer? I'm waiting for your answer, kids. Just think you are going to give the correct answer. So everyone is saying 10, 10, 10. So let me check it out whether your answer is going to be the correct or your answer is going to be wrong. See to it, kids. Do let me know which functional group is the senior most. This is car. This is car. So this is your senior most functional group. Senior most functional group. So we have to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I told you, see to it. I told you this must contain maximum number of multiple bonds and containing senior most functional group. Kids, see to it. Everyone see to it. See the definition. Everyone see the definition. What I've told you. The principal chain is that chain. Let me write down PC in short. PC in short, which must contain senior most functional group along with maximum number of multiple bond. Multiple bond means C double bond C olefinic or C triple bond C acetylenic. These are multiple bonds. These are the example of multiple bond. So let us come back to this. This is the senior most. Now where the multiple bond is lying, kids? Multiple bond. These are the multiple bonds. You can't ignore this multiple bond. They must be the part of parent chain. So we will go like this: 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is not, this is going to be the wrong parent chain. So parent chain is having 7 carbons. So this is going to be wrong. Your teacher will give you 0 marks if you're going for that. So how many of you got the correct answer? Do let me know in the chat section. If your answer was correct, show me thumbs up. If your answer was wrong, show me thumbs down. Kids, this is really going to be the game changer in your exam, because this mistake is done by most of the students. 99% students are going to do this mistake, but you are not supposed to do the mistake, because you are on your channel, best channel, Unacademy NEET English channel, and we are Avengers. We are Avengers, kids. Let me check it. So I can see you are really very good students, because you are saying the truth. I can see that truth in the chat section. Yeah, now see to it, everyone. Let me tell you another rule. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. See to it. Rule number 2, kids. Everyone see to it. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Numbering rule. Numbering rule. Numbering rule. While numbering, while doing numbering, priority order must be priority order is the SS, then multiple bond, then prefix. Now kids, let's understand what it means. SS, prefix, what actually these symbols stands for. See to it everyone, and do remember these things. This SS means secondary suffix. Secondary suffix. Now who is going to be secondary suffix, kids? The senior most functional group. The senior most functional group. As I have told you, the priority order of the functional group, the senior most functional group is going to be secondary suffix. And remember that who is going to be the multiple bond. C double bond C, this is olefinic, and C triple bond C, this is being acetylenic. This is being acetylenic. This is being olefinic. And who is going to be the prefix? Kids, who is going to be the prefix? Do remember, if I say hello, they are going to be prefix. If I say nitro, they are going to be prefix. And if I say alkyl groups, they are going to be prefix. And the most important thing, kids, do remember junior functional groups. This is the most important thing. Junior functional groups, kids. Here most of the students, they do mistake junior functional group. Let me put it in box because this mistake is done by most of the students. Do remember junior functional groups. The series I have told you, the priority order series I have told you, if there is senior most functional group, that will behave as SS, secondary suffix, but rest of all other junior functional groups, they will act as prefix like substituent. Do remember, this is the most important thing, kids. And you know, in a country there is only one prime minister, rest of others are ministers. In one school, in our school, there is only one principal, rest of others are teachers, but principal can't be 2 or 3 like that. In a country, prime ministers can't be 2, 3, 4 like that. They are only one. So remember that. Do remember one point, kids. Mark my words, that in we are dealing with an organic compound. In an organic compound, the senior most functional group is going to be the secondary suffix. Rest of all other junior functional groups, they will act as prefix. This is going to be the most important thing. This is going to be the game changer, kids. Do remember, mark my words. I'm going to write down here, note, in an organic compound. In an organic compound, the senior most functional group, the senior most functional group, senior most functional group will act as secondary suffix. Secondary suffix. Rest of other junior functional groups, do remember, rest of junior functional groups will act as kids like prefix you can say, or you can say substituent, or you can say branch, you can say branch. Do remember, this note is really very, very important. Without this note, we can't do anything. Okay, yeah, thank you, Revananthan ji. Now see to it. Everyone see to it. If I am going to write down one compound like this and try to answer it, here is COOH, here is CH double bond CH, here is CH2 CHOH, now here is COOH. Kids, this is one compound. Do let me know. Definitely this is our parent chain. This is going to be the parent chain, no problem, because this is senior most functional group, and once again this is senior most functional group. Now do let me know, if I say this is my right hand side and this is my left hand side, now from which side I should start doing the numbering? So question is, kids, question is, numbering should start from right hand side or left hand side? Let us suppose this is option A and that is being option B. Now kids, the ball is in your court. Do let me know, should I do the numbering from right hand side or should I do numbering from left hand side? I want to see, kids. This is your exam. I want to see in the chat section, kids, what's your answer? First answer was wrong. For most of the students, they have given the wrong answer in the chat section. Now let me see, this time your answer is going to be the right or wrong. So kids, do remember the most important thing. This is COH, secondary senior most. This is senior most. This will act as secondary suffix, that will act as secondary suffix. So it got nullified, because if I start numbering from here, it is getting number 1. If I start numbering from here, it is getting number 1. But this OH is your junior functional group, kids. Junior functional group will act as what? Junior functional group is going to act like a substituent only. It is acting as substituent, or I can say prefix. So what I have told you, kids, when I was telling you while doing the numbering, you should give number 1 to the secondary suffix. After that, you have to number your what? Multiple bond. See to it, kids, from which side this multiple bond is coming earlier. If I count from here, 1, 2, it is coming on second position. See, 1, 2. If I count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is coming on fourth position. So this is the correct numbering. Once again, most of the students got failed to 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the correct numbering. So we have to do numbering from right hand side. Those who got the correct answer, show me thumbs up. If your answer got wrong, just thumbs down. Do let me know in the chat section. Now, once you have selected the correct parent chain and your numbering is okay, means 90% of the work has been done. 90% of the work has been done. Rest of the thing you can do very well. Now see to it how. Now kids, let's deal with the IUPAC of few questions. Now see to it, kids. Now let me tell you one thing very clearly. For one carbon, if there is only one carbon, let us suppose if I say there is only one carbon, alkanes of one carbon, what do you call it? Do let me know. Alkane of one carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon, 6 carbon, 7 carbon, 8 carbon, 9 carbon, 10 carbon, 11 carbon, 12 carbon, 20 carbon, 30 carbon. I will say 1, run, mule, nale, anche, are, ere, atte, umpad, pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever you want to say, you can say. Now see, we know very well this is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. So it is having 2 names. Either you can say heptane or you can call it septane. This is the point to be noted, my lord. Nonane is okay, decane. This is undecane. Either you can say undecane, or you can call it hendecane. Hen, you know, hendecane. So 20 is ecocene, and 30 is triacont. Up to here it's good. Rest of others you know very well. So these points to be noted in your brain. Okay. So let's move ahead and let's deal with some questions. See to it, kids. If I write compound like this, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH, double bond, CH2, CH, OH, now CH2, COOH. Now kids, first of all what we are supposed to do, we have to find out the parent chain. We are supposed to find out the parent chain. Now see to it, 12 carbon. Somebody is asking for 12 carbon. Let me tell you, 12 is known as dodecane. Dodecane, right? Dodecane. And this 10 is known as decane. 10 is known as decane. Okay, kids? 10 is known as decane. Now, so this is your senior most functional group, senior most secondary suffix. This is multiple bond that must be remaining in the parent chain. So what we are supposed to do, kids, we have to do numbering starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Is this much clear? If your parent chain is clear, kids, once your parent chain is clear, your numbering is clear, that means maximum amount of work has been completed. Now do remember, this will act as prefix or substituent. So we can say it has to act as prefix or substituent or side chain. It is having 3 carbons, so we'll say propyl. Its name is propyl. Now see, this is junior functional group. Kids, do remember, this is junior functional group. This is junior functional group. Kids, let me tell you one thing. All functional groups have got 2 types of names. All functional groups have got 2 types of names. If they act as senior most, for example, if I say alcohol, if it is acting as senior most, we will say all. I will let you know. I will give you the things for this, all. But if it is acting as junior functional group, its name is hydroxy. So here this OH is junior functional group, so we will say hydroxy. Its name is hydroxy. Hydroxy. It's like looking like hide. Roxy got hided. Hydroxy. Now see everyone, how to write down the IUPAC for this? There is one format. Let me tell you that format. The format says, what the format says. Do let me know what the format says. Format says PP plus P plus WR plus PS plus SS. Only in this way we are supposed to write down the IUPAC name. Now see, if we talk about English, in English there is one word. Before the word we are supposed to add prefix, and after the word we are going to add suffix. So like that, this is word root. This is the main thing. Word root, kids. This is word root. This is prefix before the word prefix, and this is the position of prefix. Kids. Could you understand it? Now if I talk about here, at this point there are 2 types of suffix. This is secondary suffix. This is known as secondary suffix, kids. This is secondary suffix, and this is primary suffix. Now, who are going to be the primary suffix and who are going to be the secondary suffix? As I told you, kids, the senior most functional groups are going to act as secondary suffix and multiple bonds will act as this primary suffix. So, this much. If we know this format, because this is your beginning, kids, this is your beginning. So I can see some people are writing the name. Wow. So Dr. Pinku Gurjar is writing chamatkar pe chamatkar. Wow, great. You're liking. Everyone, if you're liking this session, I can see number of people are watching this session and likes are less. Kids, if you're liking my teaching, if my teaching is looking good, kids, do increase that's just likes. Hit the like buttons, kids. And if you're new on this channel, do subscribe the channel, kids. And if you're liking my teaching, I want to see these like buttons. Hit the like buttons. I want to see this number getting increased. If you're loving your HSP Baba, if you're loving your Avengers team, kids, I want to see that bonding in the chat section. While I'm writing the name, I want to see these likes to get up to 100. Yes, can you do that? Can you do that? Now see, I'm going to explain its name. Let me tell you and let me explain it. Kids, oh, I made some space over here. This is your compound. This is COOH. Do you remember COH? Car. Car is moving along with Salman. This is the senior most functional group. One thing is clear. Senior most functional group is clear. All of you say senior most functional group is clear. OH. OH was having drinking alcohol mercapto. Do you remember? Alcohol was at the some last position. So this is junior functional group and this is double bond, multiple bond. So let me tell you how to do the numbering. This numbering, while doing the numbering, we have to keep one thing in our brain: secondary suffix, then multiple bond, and then prefix. This already I have explained. Now see, this starts from P, and this starts from H. Alphabetically, who lies first? A, B, C, D. Do A, B, C, D. H is coming first or P is coming first? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like that. Tell me who will come first. In the alphabetical order, we have to write down the name of prefix. Name of prefix in the alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. Do you know A, B, C, D? In the KG standard, we have studied A, B, C, D. H or P. So H comes first. So we are supposed to write down hydroxy first. And kids, hydroxy position is 3. 3 is the position. So 3 hyphen H capital hydroxy. Rest of other letters will be small. Rest of other letters will be small. Very good. I can see. HSP, oh, Revanath channel, wow. So 3 hydroxy, 4 propyl. Let me see. 4 propyl. Now P will be small. Propyl and no gap will be there. This is one word. No other capital letter is going to come. First letter capital you can write. So 3 hydroxy, 4 propyl. Now the word root. How many carbons in the word root? 6. So for 6 I will write hex. Hex. For double bond I will write at 5th position ene. Hex, ene, and 1 oic acid. 1 oic acid. But do remember, I have to delete something over here. This E should not lie over here. This E is not supposed to lie over here. Why? Because in English we know there are 5 vowels. But when you are going to deal with IUPAC, there are 6 vowels. In IUPAC we have 6. Oh, 100 likes completed. Thank you. Dhanyavad Alu. Shukriya. I'm really thanking you from internal core of my heart. Now see, this is E vowel and this O is vowel. 2 vowels are there. and 2 vowels. In chemistry, there are actually 6 vowels. Let me write down A, E, I, O, U, Y. 6 vowels. So 2 vowels can't lie together. Do remember, 2 vowels can't lie together. 2 vowels can't lie together, can't be present together. So if I delete this O, this is the head of oic acid. If I cut head of any animal, then that animal won't be live. And this is the tail of this animal. If I delete the tail, if I cut the tail, then this animal will survive. So always delete the tail. This is the tail of it. So delete tail, and this is the head of this. Can't delete it. So this is the name. How many of you got it? 5 is missing. Let me see. 5. Oh yes, very good. Here we have to write 5 because the double bonds position we have not mentioned clear. Very good, very good. So here we have to write 5. This was, I was noticing that who is going to tell me 5. Yes, that means you are awake, enjoying this session. Ashwat ji, thank you, thank you. 5 is mentioned. I was waiting for your answer. Who is going to tell me the position of double bond is 5, and that I was waiting for. And yes, you have proved that you are enjoying this session. Thank you kids, really thanks. So I'm going to deal with another question. See to it, I'm going to deal with another question. Everyone ready? Are you ready? How's the Josh? If everyone is ready, show me the thumbs up in the chat section. I want to see that. Then only I'm going to tell you, kids. If you're enjoying this session, do let me know. Now, another question. See to it, everyone. So, if it is like this, COOH, CH2, 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 COOH. Now see, either you can do the numbering from that side or you can do the numbering from this side. It doesn't matter. So let me write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what should I say? What's the IUPAC name of this compound? I will write pentane 1, 5 dioic acid. Dioic acid. Now see to it, in between 1 and 5 there is comma and there is hyphen. Hyphen, comma, do remember. Even I can write down it like this, pentane dioic acid. See to it, everyone. Because this chain has started from 1 and it's got ended at 5. So first carbon COH and last carbon COH, when there is COH, so it has to start from COH and it has to end at COH. So even I can write it like this, pentadioic acid. Pentadioic acid. All these names are absolutely correct. All 3 are correct, kids. All 3 are correct. Either you can write this name or this name. All 3 are correct. Absolutely correct. All 3 correct. All 3 are correct, kids. Now another question. Let me tell you another question. See to it. This question is a little bit tricky. This question is going to be a little bit tricky. See to it, everyone. Now, if the compound is like this, so it has got 2 types of names. Old name, that is before 1989, and new name nowadays. So new name is going to be more correct, but let me tell you what name they were using in olden days. See, try to count all the COH, you won't be able to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kids, this is left. This is not the part of parent chain, not the part of parent chain. So they were saying this is carboxy. They were using 3-carboxy. In olden days, they were saying 3-carboxy because here it is acting as prefix. And once if it is counted in the parent chain, it is acting as secondary suffix. Secondary suffix. Are you able to understand what I am telling you, kids? Secondary suffix 3-carboxy and pentane 1,5-dioic acid. Pentane 1,5-dioic acid. This is the old one before 1989. But after 1989, this COH was saying, what's wrong with you guys? This COH said to scientists, this is not fair. This is the partiality. The COH started shouting that partially is being done with me. Why I am called as COH, that carboxy, I am also COH. I want what? I want same name as these COH. So let's see to it. In that seminar of scientists, year 1989, what they decided and how they have given the name. See to it. Let me draw it once again. And then I will explain it. See to it. COOH, CH2, CH, COOH, CH2, COOH. So in 1989, what the scientists did, they have introduced one name, that is chemical abstract name. They have introduced another name that is known as chemical abstract name. Now how it is used, chemical abstract name? This chemical abstract name will be used as secondary suffix. Now see what they did. They said we will do the numbering from here 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be our parent chain. We are not going to count these COH. Not a single COH has taken or counted in the parent chain. All 3 COH will remain like this, and they have not counted COH in the parent chain. So COH, that carboxylic acid, is not counted in the parent chain. So they said this is the parent chain having 3 carbon atoms. Parent chain PC is having 3 carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms, kids. Now they said its IUPAC name is propane 1, 2, 3. Why they are using 1, 2, 3? Because at first carbon there is COH, at second carbon there is COH, at third carbon also they are having COH. Propane 1, 2, 3, tricarboxylic acid. Tricarboxylic acid, kids. This carboxylic acid, this is what? This carboxylic acid is the chemical abstract name. This is the chemical abstract name. Now kids, if both the names are coming, then definitely the chemical abstract name is going to be the correct IUPAC name. Now why one kid is writing little doctor, you are writing why it is not counted? Because if you are going to count all the 3 COH, you won't be able to count all 3 COH. If you are going to count, see, let me show you. If you are going to try to count all the 3 COH, you won't be able to count. See to it. Everyone try. Just do let me know. Are you able to count all 3 COH in the parent chain? Just do let me know. Let us try. Let us try to count all three COH in PC. Let's try kids, let's try. 1 2 3 4. Now you have to go back. After counting this, you are supposed to go back, and that is not allowed. You will go back, and this is not allowed. See, we have, when we were kid, we have played one game. Just draw this diagram so that pen should not go up, this should not go in the air, and no repetition is allowed. Pen should not go in the air, and repetition of line is not allowed. Pen should not go in the air, pen shouldn't go in the air, and repetition is also not allowed, and repetition is also not allowed. So it's not possible, it's not possible. So do remember, this is really awesome example, really fantabulous example, fantastic example, marvelous example. So let me tell you one more thing. So kids, new one is good. I'm going to give you 2 questions as homework, and kids, this is the way how we are going to teach in Avengers batch. That is really going to be the most important batch, and people are taking admission like, what to say, just like air flowing in one direction. And suppose you know the air direction, air is coming like tsunami, so that like that kids are taking admission in Avengers batch. So Wasim sir has said, Ambika ma'am has told you, Shreyas sir has told you that first 500 and then 100 like that. So whatever the discount was over there, so it's filling, students are taking continuously, they are taking admissions. That is supposed to start on 18th of this month only. So kids, now I'm going to already enrolled. See Priya Paul, this kid has already enrolled. So everyone is waiting for when the Avenger batch is going to start. Kids, really it's going to be, because everyone is going to the best marks, because personal attachment you will get over there. Okay, anyways, already enrolled sir, waiting for your classes. Wow, Ashar ji. Now let me give you 2 questions for homework. Kids, 2 questions for homework. And kids, do let me tell you one thing. If you divide the fees, whatever the fees, 799, if you are able to get admission within time, the fees is just 7,900. Avengers fees is 7 after discount 99. And kids, if you divide it by whatever the number of days you are going to study, you will see, I think the amount will come like amount of 1 samosa only. It's nothing, kids, but yes, it's required whenever you are going to take admission in any batch. This is just, you can say, the amount like registration fees. It's not big amount, it's just like registration amount, kids. Anyways, let me tell you those 2 questions. This phase is of Avengers batch, Avengers. So everyone wants to be Avenger. Even I want to be Avenger. HSP Baba. So now see, 2 questions I am going to give you, kids. Number 1 question is COOH, then CH double bond CH2 and CH2 CH3. This is your first question. Question number 1. I want answer in the comment section. If you are really loving this channel, I won't answer, just I am going to take 1 minute. Just I'm going to take last 1 minute for the second question. But everyone, how much you like the session and the answers of these two questions, really I want to see in the comment. Right, once the video is over, once the session is over, do write down the answer, and I want to see. This is because this free demo sessions, this was my first class, right kids? Promise, just do the promise, you will do that. I'm going to have faith on you kids. HSP Baba's faith must be followed. Kids, do write down in the chat section. I want to see how much bonded we are, because the bonding makes possible most of the things. Bonding is the thing. Bonding, that is covalent bonding. Sharing is caring. And how much our Avenger team is really caring for you, it's going to care for you, kids, you don't know. In those 15 days, we have changed the things, and see in these 6 months how much you are going to get from us. Your marks definitely are going to increase from whatever those who has given drop with this NEET 2023. Your marks will increase from 300 to 650, 700, whatever. You don't know the power of the batch, kids. Very good. Now see, kids, question number 2. Question number 2. This is really awesome question, and I would love if anyone is going to give me the correct answer of this question. This question requires really brainy question. Let me tell you, this question is going to be brainy question. Brainy question. And this is all about, definitely I would like to meet in another session with the same energy level. But once, if you're writing any comment, before comment, write down Avenger HSP Baba. Before answering these two questions, I would like to love, you have to write down first what? Avenger HSP Baba. So before writing answer, write down Avenger HSP Baba. I want to see Avenger HSP Baba. Okay, so all the best, and really thanks for liking this session. I'm a very simple teacher. I would like to say really I'm hardworking but very simple teacher, and I would like to love this simplicity only. And do remember, if you want to do great things in your life, you have to be simple. But yes, from wherever the knowledge is flowing towards your side, do remember, make a strong bond with that. So make a strong bond with your Avengers team, and definitely we have to be number 1. You have to get number 1 rank. You have to get number 1, 2, 3, top 10 rank, and if not possible, then top 40 rank. Our aim should be just to go to AIMS Delhi. Everyone, if you are on this channel, your aim should be very high, and that aim is supposed to go to AIMS Delhi, because you are bonded with us from the very starting. Yes, say everyone, what's your aim? What's your aim? Everyone write down in the chat section that your aim is very high. We are not going to beg for the government seat. We are not going to get just only 610 or 620 marks. We are not going to get happy with 620 or 630 marks. We want to get more than 700 marks, and for getting those 700 plus marks, you have to be the part of, yes, Avengers team. Avengers team. There we are going to give you those tricky questions, because tricky questions require time. They demand time, and here we are not having that much of time. We need speed at this place, and there we have time. we have time, and we can do those tricky questions which the examiner usually used to ask for AIMS Delhi, because whenever there is any exam, 5 to 10 questions, they are really tricky questions. Just like in this examination, you have seen that chemistry was really tricky. So your aim must be very high, and if your aim is high, then only go and join Avengers batch. If your aim is not high, if you are happy with 300 marks, if you are happy with 200 marks, then no need to join the Avengers batch. But if your aim is really high, kids, if your aim is really high, then you have to join, because whenever you're going to join any batch, whether it is offline, online, you will get one teacher of good quality, two teachers of good quality. You will never get all the teachers who really are there to give you the best, because reading too many books, just killing your time, you won't be able to get the best rank. You have to get the support of those teachers which are full of brain, with those quantity which are really you are going to get through filtration. You know, filtration method. Once we are making tea, we have to filter it. If we are going to have that tea as a whole, you won't be able to drink it. So we teachers are full of energy, full of brain, and we will give you only that material which is required for your selection. Because NCERT, if I would have, number of people used to say just read NCERT. Kids, NCERT used to write in between the lines. NCERT used to write in between the lines, and those in between the lines, just to understand those in between the lines, you require best guru who can understand what NCERT is going to write, because it's not easy to understand the NCERT, what NCERT is going to write in between the lines. For that, you need the best team, and this is the ultimate solution. Each and every one of us really talented, having really those ideas with simplicity we can inculcate in you. Just knowing is not enough. We should have those capabilities so that we can transfer that sterile material in your brain, in your hippocampus with simplicity. That is required, kids. Kids, at last, from the internal core of my heart, I would like to give you big thanks for supporting us, for supporting this channel, because if you're not going to get best rank, we are nowhere. We will stand nowhere. Who is going to ask? Who is HSP? Who is Basin sir? Who is Ambika ma'am? Who is Shreyas sir? No one is going to talk about what is Unacademy NEET English channel. If you're going to get the best rank, everyone is going to talk about, that is going to be the toppers of the talk. Then everyone will start talking about from where you have studied. Then that day you will say, we have studied from Avengers batch. Then that day everyone will come to know, we want admission in Avengers batch, but seats will not be there. So then you will say, yeah, very good decision was taken by us. So kids, remember that. When you wake up in the morning, always say to yourself, you are an important person. When you say you are an important person, you will do each and everything like an important person. And where there is a will, there is a way, is an old saying, but still true. If you think you are able, you are almost to be able. Once if you decide upon achievement, that is the achievement itself. All the obstacles in your path will disappear and the means to its achievement will appear in front of you. So start believing on yourself and this Avengers batch. So we are going to make a strong covalent bond from today, and before the examination everyone will start saying, oh, Mr. Ramu, Mr. Shamu, Changu, Mangu, you are so intelligent. where you are getting this much of knowledge, that much of knowledge, that your concept are that much clear, then you will say, yes, I am the student of Avengers batch. Everyone must be thinking of taking admission in Avengers batch, but they won't be able because we have only limited seats. So, bye. All the best. We'll meet you very soon. बाय बच्चा लोग.